drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals. Here we go.
6-0 our score after one. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Gun. Dot.
Now it's Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
11 MT. Dot.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
43-yard line.
On 2, ready?
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Dot.
On the handoff, running left, Moss. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here we go. 11.
Burrow looking to pass. They'll run the screen with Moss. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Let's get set. Dot.
Moss is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
4-yard line.
Here we go. Dot.
Now Burrow. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Daniels looking to throw. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Let's go now.
To the air goes Daniels. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Daniels. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Gun. Dot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Eleven. 12. Dot.
They'll go up the middle here with Moss. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now third down and very long.
Paint. 11 MT paint. Dot.
Now it's Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 34-yard line.
11 Thomas. Dot.
Here's Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here we go.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
12. 11 MT tape. Dot.
Burrow will throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
12. 11. Dot.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Quick slant caught by Chase. He's brought down, and remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. play of the half for Burrow and company. Buying time, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Throwing now is Daniels. That one downfield for Dotson. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Burrow from his own end zone. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
They'll start out here with the option left. Shoves him aside. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been skilled.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Zach Ertz, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. but in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On the counter, this is Moss. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
11, Thomas.
They'll try and throw for it here. Eluding the pressure right. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Moss on the give up the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
That's another Bengals 1st down.
Here we go.
11
MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Slot man moves right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
On 2nd and goal, Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
They'll start with the option. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Working out of the gun, Daniels. He'll get this to Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
Cowboy 80.
To throw is Daniels. Being chased out left. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready up.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Flushed out right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Austin Eckler taking it in from a yard out. And the Commanders have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point attempt to come here. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They're passing here, Joe Burrow, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
11, 11, 11. God.
To the air again, Burrow. He'll swing this out to Moss. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield.
Gotta go score.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
11, mighty. 11.
Now it's Burrow. This is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. The fourth quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, that'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. And he's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Commanders have made it a 3-score game now here in the 4th. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
Panther 11, Panther, here we go, set.
They'll try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.